Hey traders, Jeffrey here from Prop Trading Indicators and ALGO IQ. A couple of you who just got the ALGO IQ system for Tickblaze had a couple of questions about your installs, and so I thought I'd make a video and follow along in the steps on the sheet that you got to with instructions to download. So let's go ahead and do that. You see I've got my Tickblaze open up here just to a simple desktop. But first, we're going to start as if we have not downloaded anything. So we go to proptradingindicators.com first, and then you're going to log in. If you haven't logged in yet, it'll say member here, and just input the email that you used to purchase. And then you're going to go down to Tickblaze ALGO IQ customers. And all of the resources are on this page here, okay? If you scroll down, you can see the indicators and the bars are here. Click download, and you're going to get a single zip file, which will have two indicators and the bars, okay? You're going to save that somewhere on your computer where you'll remember. It could be your downloads folder. You could have a Tickblaze download indicator and package folder like I do. Really doesn't matter where you save it, just so that you remember where it's going to be saved. And I'm going to save it just for the purpose of here, right to my downloads folder, and click save. Now we'll come back to that in a second. And then there is a zip file with sound files that if you choose to, you can put into the indicators, and I'll show you those steps a little bit later. Click download. And here it says AIQ sound file zip. We're going to download it to my downloads folder again, save. And then lastly, the download for the sample desktop. And we're going to save that in the same spot as well. Okay. Now, if you read the instructions here, the ALGO IQ indicators and bars, you're going to download and import that into Tickblaze. So we're going to switch over to Tickblaze in a second and do a zip import. But remember, the sound files are not going to be an import, okay? Just the indicators and bars and the ALGO IQ desktop. The sound files you actually drop in manually after you unzip that file, okay? Now you also need these resources. So here are the installation instructions that we are following. You download that document. It's the same one that we're looking at, so I don't need to download that again. And then there is another document that has some sample settings. We'll download that to my downloads folder and take a look at that as well. Okay, but once you're loaded and you've input your license key, if you want to refer back to the diagrams here, it's got sample settings of a good place to start on a couple of the different instruments. So just refer back to that and follow the settings, and then start customizing it on your own. And lastly, here is a user guide that I put together for everyone. Download that, and it goes into a great deal of detail about using the indicators and anything you may need to know. Here we go. Let us just shrink this down a little bit. Okay, with sample charts, explanations of everything, every single signal, examples of the signals, examples of the bars, examples of starting point for the ALGO IQ bar settings. And as you go further down, once you get through all the signals, there's even a description of exactly where to put all of those sound files as you start to get into it. So just review everything here. Here's the path for the sound file. Okay, and you can copy the path using your file explorer. So now let's go ahead and do the install on it. Okay, so the first step is to import the indicators. So we're going to go to menu, choose tools, import resource, look for the import file that we just did. I put it in my downloads folder, and here is, hold on, date modified. One second. Okay, here we go. I actually had to move them to a different folder. I forgot that I downloaded them onto one, and I am using my VPS server as well for the video. But here is the Tickblaze indicator and bar zip file. That's the first one we downloaded. So we're going to choose that one, click open, then import, and that's all that you need to do for that. And then second, we want to import the desktop. So we'll go to we'll go to tools, import resource. We'll browse for that as well. And here is the desktop. Click open. And we'll get to the sound files in a bit, but we'll click import. There we go. Okay, now the next step, as you can see, once loaded, the first time you open the desktop, you're going to get a message saying your AIQ license validation failed. And this is how you enter your license key. So step number one, we open the desktop that we just imported. So open desktop, click on custom. Actually, if you click on custom, those are desktops that you've saved onto your platform, Tickblaze. So you click the little triangle, and these are everything, all the desktop resources that you've imported. So as you can see, here is the ALGO IQ that I just imported, and you can click on that and hit open or double click on it, same thing. Okay, if you need to update any contracts, go ahead and update. And let's let the desktop load. It's going to try to download data. And we'll give it a chance to download all the data first. Okay, so here is my desktop all loaded. And as you can see, the indicators are already on my charts. Even though we loaded the desktop up from scratch, because this computer had Tickblaze on it, and I've already had ALGO IQ on it, the licensing software recognized this fingerprint from Tickblaze, so it automatically licensed it. So let's take a look and show you what you will see. When you're doing it for the very first time and you load this desktop, the charts will stay blank as they were before, and you're going to get this window that pops up. License validation failed. Please check the license key and try again. Click OK. And then you'll also see this window over here with the red bar that says that the license has failed. So you're going to open up any one of the charts. In this case, you open the indicators on any chart by clicking Add, Edit Settings, and you're going to see the indicators right here. So click on either one, the AIQ1 or the super bands. And on the parameters, you're going to see, just like you see it here, a field to enter your license key, okay? You receive the license key, copy it in its entirety from the email, the welcome email that you received, and enter it into that blank license key field. And then once you enter it once, it should actually update all 4 of those charts, but you can try if after you refresh the chart, if you see it on any of the other charts, just enter it on those as well. And you may not need to enter it onto the other indicator once you refresh the chart. Or you can even try closing the desktop and reopening it. But sometimes those desktops take between 5 and 10 minutes to load. If your desktop is taking more than 5 or 10 minutes to load, you really should clear your database folder out, or don't try this at the open of the market. Okay, that's when data is just furiously coming into Tickblaze. I would always try to do it towards the end of the afternoon or early in the pre-market. All right, so after you enter your license key and refresh, that should be all you need to do. Click OK, and you should be good to go. Now, let's take a look at what you need to do for the sound files. First, let's close this out. Open up your File Explorer, just like this, and look for your Tickblaze 2 folder, okay? If you don't know how to find your Tickblaze 2 folder and you need to start from the beginning, you click your local disk, click Users, or rather double-click Users, and then double-click whatever username you enter or log on as, okay? On this computer, I'm just called Trader, and that's what comes up when I open the, when I reboot the computer. And then under Trader, you're going to look for the app data folder. The app data folder is a system folder, and by default, the very first time you ever look at anything, let's say you have a new computer, it's going to be hidden. So if you don't see app data, click on View, click on Show, and make sure that you have checked Show Hidden Items. And then you'll see the app data folder, okay? So as an example, if I uncheck it, you're going to see there's no app data folder here. So click View, Show, Hidden Items. Then double-click your app data folder, double-click Roaming, and now you can look for your Tickblaze 2 folder. It's right here. I always save it on my quick access, so if you right-click on it, you can pin it to quick access, and then it's on the side right over here, okay? So you're going to click your Tickblaze 2, open up app data, and here is your sound effects file, okay? You can double-click on that, and you can see I've already dropped each one of those WAV files. If you take the folder that you downloaded, that zip folder, and unzipped it into a new folder, do not copy that whole folder here. The indicators cannot see a folder inside of a folder. They need to look in the sound effects path and find the individual WAV files. So you can try pasting them in one by one, or it should work if you copy and shift copy or control shift copy and paste all of them into that folder, but you're going to paste the file itself directly into the sound effects folder. Now, let's say you want to put the indicator on an alert on each one of these indicators. So you've got the MNQ here. I'm going to open the indicators file, click Add Edit Settings. Okay, let's say I want to have the alert on the AIQ superband triangle signals, okay? I would need to paste the path in here. Here's another example. On the AIQ, the momentum signals, those are the big ones, okay? That's what most of you probably want to put it in. So you need to paste the long and the short, bull and bear sound file path in its entirety right here. Here's the way you find that path easily, okay? You go back to your folder of WAV files, and for the bull sound file path long, on the MNQ or the NQ, I'm going to look for the AIQ, NASDAQ, momentum, long, and right-click on it, and look for, hold on, copy as path. So click copy as path, and then go to your field and hit paste. And very important, you see how it pasted it with these little quotation marks? Take those out, or it won't work. Click here, take that out, okay? And then paste the short in here, and so on and so forth. Now, I made these using text-to-speech, and you can do the same thing. I'll create a separate video at some time to show how to do that, but all you do is create an MP3 and then convert that MP3 to a WAV file, okay? You can paste an MP3 file in here, it won't work. Most of the financial trading platform alert systems only work with WAV files, okay? So once you've pasted that in there, click OK. In fact, let's just paste the other one in here while we're at it. This is the momentum indicator short on NASDAQ. Copy as path. Paste it right here. Take out the quotations. And click OK. And that's all there is to it. Now, every time one of these fires off, it's going to say ALGO IQ NASDAQ momentum long or NASDAQ momentum short. All right, guys, that will do it for this little instructional setup video. If you have any questions, email info@proptradingindicators.com. Thanks again, and we will see you in the next one.